Hey guys, how's it going? It is Dan here from Last FPS. Just a mic, adjust the mic a little bit. So I made a couple videos before on advanced trading tips, and I never really went into depth, not advanced, basic, sorry. I never really went into depth on the sort of sites you should use, how to use them, and how each site can be useful in its own way. So in CSGO trading, like I said, in my basic trading, each item has a value, but getting those values, especially for higher tier items, can sometimes be a challenge. Using sites like CSGO Lounge compared to Reddit is always hard because on CSGO Lounge, people are always trying to resell at a much higher price than the Reddit average. However, when people on Reddit are also buying from Lounge, so sometimes their prices might be around the same park. You really find prices for items when you do a lot of in-depth research, and this really helps you out in trading. One of the biggest problems I see nowadays in trading is the fact that people make trades and then ask for you to trade back, or they didn't do enough research into an item. And this is where you get really screwed up. So, doing your research on an item is always very important because before you make the purchase, you need to know if you can resell it, how you can resell it, if you'll get more than you paid for. And all of this is very specific and individual. Oh, wow, I'm sick today. And it's really just one of the most important things when considering what items you're going to be purchasing. So, for example, I have some sites laid out here. I forgot to go on Reddit. Let me go ahead and get on Reddit. There we go. So now we have 6 sites open. This is not important. This is for loading up your Steam profile. 6 sites open. So the sites are CSGO Lounge, your Steam community page. We're going to be using that for market and inventory showcase. Your Steam analyst page, which is going to be used for items such as stat check knives, which hold a very, very crazy market value. CSGO stash for finding exact values of weapons that you like. A little bit faster to search than CSGO than Steam analyst because it tells you the current market price of everything. And then we have CSGO zone, which is going to be used to go ahead and sign in there, which is going to be to go ahead and like help you sign in and get into your account. So here is CSGO zone. We're just going to go ahead and go to profile there, so it loads up my profile. And then here's Reddit. So all of these can be used to get your prices and help you in trading in each way. So CSGO Lounge is always a great place to keep your trades up. So for those of you who don't use CSGO Lounge that much, I'm just gonna go ahead and refresh. It hasn't refreshed in a while. This is what CSGO Lounge looks like. It's a little buggy, but it's actually loading up the Doppler phase 2. This is a phase 2 perfect corner karambit Doppler, and it's not really loading it right now. But for example, we put it in, and we want to type in a message. So when using CSGO Lounge, you really just have to be short and concise. People have your trade link, you don't need to include any of that. Say, phase 2 Karambit Doppler, 0.015 float, flawless corner, and then just want to put your buyout. For example, we're going to set it at 245 keys. Then what you can do is put any offers, any keys, any knife, and yeah. So this is good for that. Sometimes if you do have screenshots, I just got the knife last night around 4 a.m., so I don't have screenshots yet. You might want to include screenshots in the link here, and that's about it. So you would post your trade goes up, and you have this. You can also set trades for your own keys or offering items in a certain item, and that's always very useful. But let's say, for example, you want to search something on CSGO Launch. So you click the search button. And the best way I actually find to do it is not by putting up the items here, it's by actually typing in the item you want. So for example, we want to search up the price of a M9 Slaughter. So we put in S Slaughter, and then we find minimal wear. Let's get factory new. So factory new is $382 on market. Search, loads up. Here we go. So you get the prices, and then you'll see these people who are selling. I don't think this guy has buyouts on his stuff. But you can see like this guy has special patterns on it. I don't know about on that one, but you see that he has like 156 keys buyout. Now you don't always just use one price. Don't just look at one price and use that as your main price because you can end up screwing yourself over. This guy here is looking for 2-2. This guy's looking for 170 keys on his. But of course, you have to look at patterns, especially for slaughters. 170 keys, the same guy. He's looking at one. Oh, Jesus. Um, yeah. So a couple of these are stupid offers, and a couple of these are good offers. For example, he is offering for a full fade 20 plus keys, or an M9 marble fade. He's offering 30 keys. So he's of course offering his knife at around 170, 175 keys. So with that, you found the more or less average price. But for example, we're not done with that yet. We can use Reddit. So with Reddit, we could type in M9 Slaughter FN. Then from that, we'll get the M9 Slaughters. Usually what I do is I click relevance, and then I'll do the past week, because it'll give you like more recent searches. Um, he's looking to buy a slaughter 6 days ago for 140 keys. He's looking to sell his slaughter for 155 keys. And as you see, we have around 150 on Reddit. So the price difference between Reddit and Lounge at times can be huge for certain knives. I always suggest when you're trying to buy yourself an item that you explore all of your options instead of just going for one. Because when you explore all of your options, you can get more of a diversified price range. And this diversified price range will give you more of an opportunity to see what to buy, what the best prices are, and you can always expand your options to create a list of the type of slaughters you like. You can add the people, try to negotiate. That's for a later video. Negotiation is a huge thing in trading, but I'll make sure to put that in a later video. So this is only half of what Reddit has. We're going to move on to global offensive trade. So to get in global offensive trade, just so you guys know, you have to submit your flare. This is to a flare bot, as you see. And also, there's a couple other rules. I really suggest, well, you have to if you're going to be here, that you read over the rules. The rules here are extremely important. And if you do not use, um, like, the rules, if you don't follow the exact rules that they have here, it's only 17, there's not that much, you will have problems on Reddit because the mods can either ban you, remove your posts a lot, and it just won't be a good trading experience for you. So, moving on to Reddit. On Reddit, you have a lot of trading discussions. So trading discussions are great. They help you become a better a better trader. They help you, overall become a person who can learn more about the trading scene and the community around you. So, for example, we have something about IBP and Titan Hollows, and yeah. So they talk about all these things in trading. You also see like great deals, like this guy's selling a lot of good items, like a souvenir dragon lore for 1,150 keys, and a tiger tooth. So you'll find a bunch of posts here, and that's about it. Also, a great thing to do is click on the new tab, and you always see people who are just posting their trades. So anyone can really post a trade here as long as you use the correct tags. You set your buyout, and you always include your trade link. Screenshots are very nice to include because many people on Reddit are using sometimes their phones or they're on their like laptops. They don't really like to go onto Steam to inspect stuff. So including some screenshots will make selling your item a lot easier. But if you have a common item like an AK Redline, and there's no real point to show the flow unless it's really great. So moving on from Reddit, as it's a great site. We can move on to CSGO Zone. So CSGO Zone is another great site to use, mostly because you get very nice price ranges, and you get to see floats and pattern indexes. But I only really suggest using CSGO Zone over CSGO.exchange because it can value your items a little bit more. For example, and it also tells you the tier of your case hardened items. It should be telling the tier of that case hardened item. No. Okay. Yeah, pattern index 7, wow, 769. Oh, because I'm looking at the wrong case harden. So here's my case harden. As you see, it's tier 1, 363. And then with that, once you get that, you can go ahead and click on their database. Their database is amazing. Pattern-based items. Go to the 5.7 case hardened. And we can match up with pattern 363, like I said. We'll just wait for this to load. They have a lot of patterns. It takes quite a bit. Um, there we go. And as you see, number 363 is located here as the number 3 pattern. These are both number 1. This is number 2, and this is going to be number 3. Also, another great thing that CSGO Zone does, personally I don't have any experience with it, is they check you the fade values of knives. I don't really like fades too much. I feel like they're very iffy in price and they're really hard to resell. That's just me. Some people might love fades, but fades they tell you the percentage of the fade, and they also tell you floats and everything. They have their own database for number 1 floats and stuff. And yeah, that's about it for CSGO Zone. Great place. Tells you the float values of all your knives, your phases, all that. Like I said, phase 2, 0.01. Yeah, that's it for that. It doesn't really load all your keys, which is nice. Kind of condenses your inventory compared to something, for example, like CSGO dot exchange, which will which would just usually load all of your items at once. And as you see, also the value is a little bit off in here. Like for example, we have just all the keys laid out. Doesn't really condense anything. So in that sense, CS:GO Zone is better, but I also like CS:GO.Exchange because it has more updated pricing than CS:GO Zone, and it also lets you search up item databases for certain sticker layouts and all that, and it's a lot more in depth if you're using the item database. I really suggest you guys grab an access pass if you are interested in stickered guns. That's just a side note. I can always leave a video on how to use CS:GO.Exchange, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot, and the owners don't really want me sharing that. So, to move on, we just looked at CSGO.Exchange, CSGO Zone, and now we can go to CSGO Stash quickly. So, for example, you want to buy yourself a new AK Vulcan. So you're going to go to Rifles, AK-47, you see the Vulcan here. So the Vulcan is a great AK-47, I love it, and then you can see all the values. So, what the great thing about this is it uses the current Steam value. So if you wanted to buy one, it actually shows you the current price that you would be buying it at. You could also click this button, shows you all this. It also gives links to OP skins and bid skins. So it's a great website in general. It also tells you float value ranges. I just love CS:GO Stash because it can help you if you're just quickly searching for something. If Steam Analyst is taking a little bit longer. So we have 2 sites left. That is Steam Community and Steam Analyst. Now these 2 sites are integral for trading if you're going lower tier. So, for example, we can look at csgo.steamanalyst.com. Great website, and you said they have the averages, the market trends for all of the guns. And well, we need to brief. I've been talking for a while. in CS:GO at the moment. They also do have community valued knives, except the prices are a bit off. There's no way you'll ever find a Karambit Fade for 160 keys. That's just not possible. But they do have some good prices. So, for example, you want to buy a stat track. Let's go to Huntsman Knife, Boreal, Forest, Huntman. Wow, Huntsman, Boreal, Forest. So factory new. So as you see, it'll tell you the trends. This is Battle Scarred. We're gonna click on that, factory new, and you'll see price is an uptrend. You can always click on this Team Analyst button. They don't have any on market right now. And then you just click on Stat Track. There you go. Now it gives you the Stat Track values. So with this, it'll tell you the average. So for example, we're looking at the minimal wear knife. The minimal wear knife is $120, and you can see that the current one is going for $136. So what that means is it probably is not a safe idea to buy the knife at the current market price, because you can see from Steam Analyst that the knife is worth actually a lot less. So this is a great way to view the values of knives and some items. However, I do not suggest it for normal items that are sold very often on the marketplace. Because usually Steam analysts will just have the longevity of items, and for some items it also might mess up. Like I know the recent items have been very bad on Steam analysts, like the Revolver Fade is still showing up like it's $30 on average on Steam analysts, when in reality you could pick yourself up one for like $6. Sorry, for like $15. Okay, so finally, to move on, we have Steam. Steam is what you're trading on. You're trading on CSGO, you're trading using Steam. This is my Steam profile. Recently got to level 101. Yeah, it's pretty dope. I didn't mean to click on that. But when you're on Steam, you have your profile page, you have, like, for example, your item showcases, your items over trade. This is quite useful if someone adds you. I also suggest leaving your comments open. I just recently opened mine. I used to have them only for plus reps a while ago. And yeah, once you leave your comments open, more people can add you and talk to you. So, to move on, you have your inventory, which is integral for trading, of course. Filters are a great thing to use. I know many people don't know that much about filters, but they are great. They help you out a lot. Um, yeah, this is, by the way, and extensions. I'm using Steam. I don't know what that one is. It's like Steam Inventory Helper. I got Lounge Destroyer, and I believe I had one more. I had another one. I had Enhanced Steam. So with this, it'll tell you the value of your um, directly in your inventory or others' inventories, the value of the stickers. So for example, click on this. It'll get me the prices, the value of your stickers, and the value of your gun. And give you floats for all of your knives as long as you've registered them on a database. Usually the bots might generate them for yourself, for you, sorry. But if your profile is private, the bots can't really generate it since there's no way to actually check with the Steam servers. So, um, yeah, so this is a basic way to look at your inventory now for trade offers. I personally don't have any right now. I had a couple, but Steam and trade offer is a great way to look. And when you do get a trade offer, for example, I'll try to load one right here. This was me getting trading cards. This was, yeah, so when I traded for the knife, this is what it looked like. So if I hover over one of the items, hopefully let's see if Steam works. I believe it's still loading. It won't give me anything till it's done loading. This is what happens when you trade a bunch. So usually Steam will give you the count of your items and their items. It's very good. So for example, I send a random person a trade offer. Let's go ahead and we're not actually going to send a trade offer to anyone, but let's pick a random person on my friends list, AVI. So we open up the trade link. Now you have all these options right here, which is very good. And now we're gonna be using that. So for example, we have the Karambit Doppler. Then I want him to pay me in items. So for example, I would have him just put in items, and I would want these to be like keys. So you can see the number of items he has, and for example, if I was doing this the other way, I could type in a certain amount of keys, like 28 keys. It'll automatically count it, and it'll keep your items intact. And I can also easily X out of things. I can also do this if I want to like take all. Nope, not today, I guess. But you're able to do a lot of things, and I really like this extension, especially when trading. So with that, guys, that basically wraps up basic trading websites. That's what I really wanted this video to be about websites you can use while trading, websites that are extremely helpful. Things like tips and getting prices, and expect some more trading videos. I think I will be uploading one on, what is it? Monday. I will be uploading a video on trading tips for, um, you know, basic tips you should have and the mindset you should have in order to keep yourself in a safe spot when trading. So go ahead and hit me up if you guys have any questions in the comment section. Make sure to like, subscribe if you're new here. If you're a returning user, thank you, and I hope these tips are helping you out. Feedback always welcome. This is Dan.